So I'm Jennifer Ambrosio. I'm the principal here at Bonillas Traditional Magnet School. I have been the principal here now this is my second year. I started last year in the 2014-15 year. I was a student here at Bonillas starting in 1983, and I was here from 1983 to 1989, second through sixth grade. I was a pretty quiet kid. I was shy, but once you got me out of my shell, I couldn't shut me up. The education was really changing in the mid-'80s, and there wasn't a lot of focus on phonics and the real basic skills. My parents really valued the traditional background, so they made the conscious decision when this became a back to basics to send me here. I've always kept a track on Bonillas. I mean, I've always had a special place for it in my heart. I knew from when I was in high school that I was going to be a teacher. And, I did some work here as a teaching assistant when I was in high school and college. When I first graduated college, I did actually call and see if there were any teaching positions available here. I knew the principal at the time, Mr. Heidel. He, had been the principal when I was a TA here. He didn't have any positions available right when I was graduating. Had an opportunity in 2013 to come over to TUSD as an assistant principal at CE Rose. And at that time, I didn't know where I was heading, but at that point, there were a lot of principals that were starting to retire, and I heard that Bonillas was going to be open. And I just immediately started thinking, wow, that would be just really amazing. To me, that was a dream come true. Like, the timing just was perfect. When I walked in the first time, I was like, oh my gosh, I remember this building. And it just floods, my memories flood every day because there's things that just remind me of my childhood. The first time I saw the library is named after the principal that was here when I was a student here. So I just think that's just really cool. And there's just like little things that are just like, I was a sixth grader in this classroom. It was Mr. Cox's sixth grade class, and I remember it well. And I think that was one of my favorite years. He was a big sports fan, and I remember that was the year that the University of Arizona basketball team went to the Final Four for the first time. So I remember, we watched the game in this room, during lunch one day, during the tournament because they were doing so well. And I remember the first time I walked in, when I came back as the principal, I walked into this classroom. I was like, whoa, I remember being in here as a kid. For me, the work ethic that I learned here really set me up for success all through high school, college, everything, because I just had that work ethic that really, like I said, was instilled here. I've always had a special place in my heart for the school. I have, like I said, I'm still in touch with friends that we went to school here together, and there's just something about it. And I think my affinity to elementary education also it started here. I would love to say that this is where I'm going to be and this is where I'm going to stay for the next 20 years.